All right, so this was requested by After Hour, and it's me gonna go over how I lost a decent amount of money. I'll let you do the math there, because I do not want to talk about the number. So I already have it set up. This is Wednesday this week, and like NVIDIA pumped. I was told by someone, shout out Unite right quick. He said July 4th historically is usually a runner. So it's like, all right, bet. I was assuming that just entailed that July is just going to be a runner. My dumbass, right? So like after hearing that, and he's like a smart guy, so like generally like my sentiment's already bullish, especially because this has been the favorite of the year, right? All right, and then there's some dude who is like talking fade. Shout out, shout out to Pizza God. But he put NVIDIA, and I like figure that out after an argument with him. So kudos to you, man. You have my money. But basically, this is me. This is me. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, this run, this this run right here is just golden. I'm just like, oh, NVIDIA is going to test the higher high. It's going to break an external structure, right? But look at what this is one of the rules I forgot before I go over my trades, and I have my Robinhood ready to pull up to show you guys like the specific contracts I bought and exactly what time. So this is gonna be like you're gonna see everything pretty much. Okay, so these are the lows, and then this would be considered support because this is previous highs, and that structure gets broken right about here, and then this lower high and this lower high gets broken around this zone. So like if anything, if NVIDIA were to dump, it would have dumped all the way to a 124, which I'm pretty sure it did, which would probably be the smarter look. 124 contracts were probably worth pennies up here, especially like zero DTs. So kudos to anyone who saw what I didn't. But if I bring it back right quick, there's a previous high already acting as resistance. I didn't see that. And then the higher highs at 129.78, right? That only gets tapped once, and that's in the middle of the day. Poor fella right here, right? Poor guy. Poor guy just about to witness his entire or half his account get fucked. Oh, then, yeah, for you guys waiting, I'll pull it up right now. So here we go. These are the contracts, and this starts. So here's something too. Like the day before, I had Amazon calls. I sold them for a loss, right? Which pissed me off because they expired Friday. And if we pull up what Amazon did Friday, these are what were the numbers? These were 200 Amazon calls. Let's look at Amazon. Oh my God. Yeah, it feels great. Okay. Okay, but I sold them for a loss there. That's actually hilarious. This is sad. This is really sad. I don't know why. And then I bought more Friday as well. Okay, this is what happens. The day open or like pre-market open, right? The pre-market open will be like right here. So this is still Wednesday. Pre-market open happened. I'm just gonna fast forward all the way to market open, and market open would be 9:30 right here. So it's like, oh wow, it's trading aggressively, right? We're thinking, damn, shit's gonna. Before I do the market open candle on the 10-minute, which would be the 9. Oh, this is market open right here, and then that's the 10-minute. So these are all the levels the levels further out I wasn't paying attention to. And then you also have this high. It's another level I wasn't paying attention to. I didn't figure that out till later on in the day. And that gave me the most conviction. It's like, oh, it does have a lot of leg room to run. I didn't notice until like later in the trading day when I was down to be like, okay, where's price at in comparison to historic data, right? But like from these levels that I have drawn, that's basically what these levels right here, that's where my confluence was at the time. Okay, let's get into it. Already 5 minutes into the video. Let's get into it, okay? Here we go. So that's July 3rd. NVDA, it didn't go through because so much volatility, right? So I get one at 133. Let's look at this. We got a contract call, and we think that it's going to, oh, this wasn't even a 0 DT2. I'm sped. But we have a call. We bought at 6:30, so MOO, and then we fill it at literally at 6:31. Okay, so first trade. Let's zoom in the price because we're not even paying attention to anything else now. We're just gonna go over the day, and you can see, and I'll tell you where I fucked up basically. So this is market open order candle. I buy right here at this candle. And like I'm instantly making money off it, right? Do the next one. I get absolutely bamboozled the next 10 minutes. But confluence is key here. Confluence. So I buy more off that bottom, right? At 643. Because my confluence, right? So 640 candle. I buy like a few more contracts on it. Not tripping off that, right? And then let's look here. 647. So within that candle, I'm just unloading on NVIDIA calls. I'm like, it slips in the demand zone, a considerable demand zone, given that it's still down. So let's just put a bunch of buys off of my initial buy. So like any price movement upward would be fine. So I buy how many? I got two more contracts. I got one contract, one 128, and I have one 128. I'm thinking 128 all day, right? Then 128. So I'm doing all these. I'm getting out of Apple. I'm scared, right? Shouldn't have gone out of Apple. And then selling video, I was scared. But then I sell two, let's see, at 58. So I hold for like 20 minutes. Let's watch what the next two candles do. Okay, see, I'm making money there because I averaged. And then that's 10 o'clock. So I pretty much sold two. So I'll just put one sell here before it dumped. And I think that was like the smart play. Like I thought it was a genius. I'm like, oh, I averaged down. And then I get out before dump. So I'm like, oh, wow. So like I'm up basically at this point in time. And then I sell 658. So I pretty much get out completely of NVIDIA before it dumped again on me, right? So like, hold up, how about this? We'll pretend like play it. So I pretty much get out completely. So to give you like an actual idea, if I were to back test it, it's gonna take 2 seconds. Don't worry, boys. So say we're looking at pre-market, and then like market open is pretty much where this price would be at because that would be the close, right? So I buy one immediately, market open, and like I'm up big, right? And this is say I had 25 shares, right? And then I'm down big, and I place 3 orders, right? So buy. So that just averages down, making where I'd have to make money pretty much like lower so I can be profitable without risk, right? So then I'm up again from averaging down, and then I get out basically all of it right there. So let's go back. This is when I'm up a few hundred on the day already. So I was up on the day. I wasn't down the entire time. I have a few more calls of NVIDIA at 7 where I sell. So basically, I did have one. So hold on. Say before that candle opened, like let's say I have one, right? And then here you go. Okay, so after on the 10, but it wasn't during the bottom of the 10. I didn't sell. I sold at the top of the 10. That top wick is what was going on before 10 o'clock. Like it was running still before 10 o'clock. If you want to go on a lower time frame, you can check me and I'd be right. But basically, I would have been. And then we can look at the contract. You can see that quantity of 2 at 300, right? 600. I sell, and then I bought those 2, right? At 144 exactly, right? So look, I got rid of those and for profit. And then this is where it went downhill. you can see where it went downhill. So it's like, okay, look at that, and then look at that. I'm thinking, and then let's look at the timestamps real quick too. This is where my inner where are you at? Where is he? Let's look for him. Let's see if we can find him. Let's see if he's up here somewhere. Oh no, he's gone. Did I get rid of him? There. That's me. That's me, right? That's what I'm doing at this time. Okay. So I got 25 contracts of NVIDIA 130 calls at 7:02. So that means this is 10. So 25. There's 25 contracts, 100 shares of liquidity, like to play around with, but like it's not. I wouldn't be collecting like total profit. So let's just say that's the amount I bought. Definitely just a larger lot, right? And then I buy 20 more at 7:48. So let's fast forward an hour, basically. So 4 candles. Okay. So I'm up at this time and I'm holding because I don't sell until the end of the day. Keep in mind. So here at 7, I'm on. We'll switch. So like you don't think I'm like capping. 7:48 is when I buy more. Okay. So I buy more as soon as it like reverses, making a lower low still. And I'm like, okay, price is just trickling in this zone of interest right here, right? It's trickling and it's tapping this previous low, and that low is acting as resistance. And once it breaks that low, it's going to go higher, right? So I buy my genius. I'm genius for this. There's no other way to call it but genius, right? I was just joking. But I buy 20 more. And then at 8:48, I buy. So like in between, I buy 5 more. So let's just say 50. It's a big lot here. I'm trying to do my best with like simming shares so we can like look at it, right? So all I'm gonna do is be like, okay, buy there, buy, buy. I'm thinking price NVIDIA's at right now is just unloading, like it's worth. So that's basically the amount like I got into. And I immediately, like it starts looking bad immediately, even though it closed breaking even, right? I could have been getting out. Oh, I buy an NVIDIA put to hedge. That's what that was. 5 to hedge. So like I'd be basically breaking even, right? Like if it went down. That put, since it was 0 DT, did nothing. Like I just lost $150 on like something that did nothing because it was consolidating the majority of the day. But I'm thinking For some reason at 9, I'm thinking I'm gonna buy 30 more. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. At 9:30, where's 9:30? Okay, it hasn't tanked on me completely yet, but it's almost getting there. At 9:30, which is right here, I'm happy because I'm up. I'm up on the day, right? So far, I could have been selling in like deep green, right? Like just trust, right? Yeah, I buy 30 more, and this is boys, boys, boys. Hear me out. I buy 120. Oh my! I buy 120. I'm so stupid at 10:30 basically. Where's 10:30? So we'll just fast forward it. 9:30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so here I buy 120. We're just gonna do that. That's what we're gonna do. And I'm like, I'm gonna be so green, man. Life is gonna be so good. But let's just see what happens to this position by the end of the day. There you go, boys. You can kind of see where it went downhill. You can kind of see where it went downhill. And then let's just fast forward it to where's close. Let me go to. Oh my god! Here we go. So close would be pretty much like right now. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, that's what it looks like, and that's it's pretty close to where my my BNL was on the day. I'm not gonna lie to you, but that's the back test on how I lost it all. There you go. I hope you guys have a good weekend. I hope that deserves a subscribe. Thank you, After Hour.